What's up, guys? I'm the Nearsighted Gamer, and I wanted to make a quick video to give my thoughts on the Nintendo Labo. Nintendo Labo is something that Nintendo announced yesterday after saying that they were going to have a small announcement regarding, the future of Nintendo, and that they were going to announce something new and innovative that was for kids and kids at heart. And nobody really knew what to expect. The the video for it, which was only pretty much like a trailer, it was only like 3 minutes, showed up at 4 my time. So I watched it then, and I've had a day to think about it, and I've seen how everyone's put up videos on it. So I really wanted to just let you know what I think about it, my initial reactions, and now that I've had time to think about it, what conclusion I've came to regarding it and how I feel about it. Okay, first off, the Nintendo Labo is what appears to be a set of cardboard peripherals that you can use to interact with your Nintendo Switch. You can do things like, for example, they made a piano out of cardboard. And when I say cardboard, I mean, having different sets. They have two sets. I'll get to both of those. They have two sets, and you punch out the cardboard pieces, and you fold the tabs into the slots and make things like that. Everybody's seen those type of things. And you make peripherals to which you can insert your Switch, the Joy-Cons, and the tablet section itself, and interact with it with games that take advantage of the peripherals in being set the way they are. An example is the first thing they showed was they used they made a piano. They didn't show the actual complete process, but they showed time lapse of them making a piano, and they put the Switch tablet in the front of it where you would look to read music, and then they put the right, I think it is, Joy-Con in the side, the one that has the IR sensor. And the IR sensor was able to read the reflective tape off of the inside of the keys whenever it was raised by pushing keys, and determine, I guess, through distance is what they're saying. And it was playing different notes, which, wow, that's crazy. It's amazing that the Nintendo Switch can be used like this. They showed other things like they used a fishing pole. There was a camera. They had one where both of the Joy-Cons were put into like a remote control car or a bug, and then you used the tablet with other peripherals on it, and you were able, you push different sides using the vibration of the Joy-Cons to cause it to move left and right, which was cool. And the other really big thing, which is a set by itself, is the robot creator. You use a series of Joy-Cons, it looks like about 4 maybe so, and you put on a backpack, and you have it on your arms, Joy-Cons in your hands, and on your feet, and also on your head. So you pretty much become a giant robot. And they were showing scenes from the game as well. It's like a kind of like a 1-for-1 type, interaction. Like if you punch this way with the Joy-Con in your hand, then the robot's going to mimic what you do on screen. If you use your other hand, like so, and then your feet, walking around, you can walk and, interact with it as well, which seemed really cool. And there's other things. There were, what else did they use that they came up with? There was like, what else did they come up with? I can't think of anything like that. Well, they were making things like houses and little creatures, all types of things that you wouldn't really think that Nintendo would be able to use with the Switch. I mean, that's not what you expect the Switch to be. I mean, wow. But let's not forget that Nintendo was a toy company before they started making video games. And pretty much when they made video games, they kind of like made their video games like toys. So they kind of like went back a little bit and really merged the two regarding this. So yeah. Now, when I first saw this, I thought that it's not for me. Of course, it's not marketed towards me. It's marketed towards kids, and I can see kids really getting into this, because with the exception of like a few things that their parents are really gonna have to get into and help, the majority of the things they can actually put together themselves. And then I can see them really getting into it, but they are, you're still using your Joy-Cons and your Switch. So for that aspect, you have to be careful. You don't want them falling out or damaging them, because the cardboard is cardboard, but we're talking about a $300 console. But the concept is something that nobody saw coming, and people have mixed feelings about. At first, I didn't care. I was like, man, what? And it wasn't so much that, this isn't about games, so why were the games? I know that, it can't all be games. Nintendo is going to keep doing new and cool, innovative stuff. It wasn't that. It's just that this type of thing didn't interest me. And it still doesn't interest me. But I definitely see it having some sort of creativity aspect that's really going to be something that you're going to be hearing about for a while. When we look back, just like we did for 2017, when we look back on this year, and whenever this comes out in April, by the way, April 20th. So when we look back, I think that this will have made a substantial mark, because nobody expected Nintendo to do this, nor did they expect them to make the Nintendo Switch being the type of console it is in the first place. So I think they're on a roll now. They did the Switch, and like, if this is what they have next for it, and this is just cardboard, imagine what they have next for, as far as, real intent, updates of the system itself and what to use it for. And this just opens the door to, like, if they're doing this, what else do they have planned that we don't even know about? There's no telling what Nintendo could do for the Switch. We have no idea. But I do think that this is going to sell towards kids, because that's who it's marketed towards. And kids are going to buy it and really eat it up. So, yeah, I haven't came around. It's still not for me, but I do think that it's going to be pretty amazing. And you're going to see kids really eating it up. It comes in two sets. There is the robot set that I pointed out, which is $80. And people are freaking out. But let's not forget, this is going to come with a game as well. So you'll be paying for the game itself, which I assume is going to be meaty enough that they're willing to charge $60 for it, and not think that they're just going to rip you off, because the games cost $60 anyway. So they're just going to, that's that. And then you're paying for the cardboard, which is just cardboard. So it's not really that bad when you think about it. And then there's the variety pack, which is the one that's going to have all the other things, the various things that you'll be able to make. I think there's 5 or 6 pieces, and if you get more than one, then you'll be able to make more than one of that anyway. So everybody's really freaking out over the robot part. Don't come in. Everybody's really freaking out over the robot part. So they are going to really dictate towards that. And with the variety pack, I'm pretty sure it's going to get a lot of attention as well. But all we can do is just wait and see what's going to happen and how this really pans out. So I just wanted to give my really quick take, because everybody else is doing it. I want to do it too. So I'm just going to say that we'll have to wait and see. It may end up being in my house, because I have kids, and one kid that this would really market to. So I'm waiting for, I know he'll probably be into it, and I can't wait to see how he's going to feel about it. But for me, myself, I really don't care. So I'll just say, you know what, thanks for watching this, guys. I mean, I know I've been all over the place with this video, but it's what it is. So I'm the Nearsighted Gamer. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Like this video if you like it. If you don't like it anyway, because I said so. Catch you next time. And as always, be excellent to each other. See you, pupils.